Very quick update on the game at the end of the 8th of January 1941. A couple of things added to the game. I found these rather nice little unit formation holding box charts on OCS Depot, which is a very good resource. So if anyone's trying to learn this game, there's a whole like page of links that are called OCS 101 Learning. So that's probably well worth looking at. I think I've probably gone a little beyond that now. I'll have a look and see if there's anything that needs clarifying. So you get one for each of the groups: Commonwealth, Italians and Africa Corps. It's also a good place to hold things that like reserve markers and keeping a track on your mines and hedgehogs in the campaign. And one really important thing is this chart is a corrected, what they call revised chart for your shipping, that replaces the one in DAK2 that's on the map and in the rule book. Now I'm noticing in the 2nd of December you've got a little 1 there, so that says that's your DAK2 adjustment. So effectively, even though it says there's 2 supply per turn per month, there's a -1 for DAK2 to delete 1 supply point. So that means they haven't received less supply. But one thing they have received less of is coastal transport. So they'd have an additional 5 coastal transports for the whole of December. January 41 is the same as it is on the old chart, so that's not a problem. I'll have to look into that and see if I can correct that. It just means that we can move more stuff out of Tripoli and get it to this forward supply base here. So there could have been up to 5 units of supply moved that way. You could also ship it to Benghazi. Remember, if you're shipping to Benghazi, your coastal shipping costs are halved. So you can actually move 2 supply points for 1 coastal movement. In terms of the actual game, Italy's under a lot of pressure. The Allies have captured Bardia, which is another important thing. They got 3 strength points, or supply points, sorry, and they also get this Italian armoured formation. So that's a captured Italian tanks being used by the British, well, the Commonwealth. Commonwealth units are sweeping right out into the desert round their flank now, and they're looking at bagging the entire African Italian army. The Italians have got a supply crisis, which will be alleviated to a certain degree by the fact that I'll be using this new table, and I need to factor that in, as I've already discussed. So the Italians, they're really going to have to try and rescue what they can from this army here and get it into Sardinia over here. But you also notice the Italians are sort of starting to respond now. The units are coming in from Tripoli gradually, others coming down the box to get onto the map. Hopefully we'll get some Africa Corps units coming in soon. I don't know when they arrive. I certainly noticed that the supply for the Axis starts increasing from February, March, June. There's some useful things here. Another thing I've noticed that I've not been using the random events table. I keep forgetting about random events. Now, I'm just going to assume none have taken place. But if I do use random events, I'm only going to use the ones that's marked historical. They're actually in one of the, I think it's in the DAK. I'm not sure. It's in one of those little rules, scenario supplement things. So that needs looking at for the next term. All in all, it's going well for the allies, and we're starting to learn a little bit more about supply. I'm not making ridiculous errors and leaving, especially when retreating. Make sure you've got some sort of supply infrastructure to stop your units going, just disappearing due to attrition. We've lost a lot of, well, not a lot, but you've lost a few Italian units due to that problem. One thing I don't understand, and if people can help me, there were some Italian border force units, but that were on the map in places over here. I've left one. I've left all the ones still on Oases, even though Oases aren't a supply point. But they just disappeared due to attrition. I can't find any rule that really covers that. It just seems a bit different, daft, that those units have got no way of getting any trace supply, and they're just going to disappear from the map. I'm sure that's not what happened historically. Anyway, it's going good. I'm getting some good fun out of this game. It's very interesting because of the sheer scope of the actual map and the fact that you haven't got many units to worry about. So that's